So you've gained some belly fat and you don't know why or how to get rid of it because everything you're trying isn't working. Well, today we're going to talk about why you have belly fat and what to do about it. Now, typically these are going to be women in perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, but this will actually work for majority of everybody. So hang on tight and we'll get right to it. But first of all, I just want to introduce myself real quick. I'm Dr. Lori Marbus. I'm a board certified family and lifestyle medicine physician who specializes in taking care of women in this difficult transition sometimes of perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. Having gone through this change myself, I understand uh, intimately what you're going through. So let's dive right into what to do with that belly fat. All right, ladies, here we go. So, first of all, of course, we understand menopause marks a significant transition, right, in our lives, right? Where brings around changes that are both physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. But one of the most common concerns I'm often dealing with patients is weight gain, right? Especially around that abdomen, which can really feel sudden, like last year wasn't like this, and really hard to manage, right? So while many factors can contribute to this, it's important to understand that weight gain during menopause isn't inevitable, and there are strategies to manage it by addressing metabolism, diet, and certain habits. So let's jump right in. First of all, why is there weight gain? And why is it so common during this perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause change? Well, the first one I think you probably already know is hormonal changes, right? So the significant driver of weight gain during menopause is the change in hormone levels, particularly a decline in estrogen. Now, estrogen plays a role in regulating body fat and actually where it's stored. So that's really important. That fat distribution, estrogen plays a very intricate uh, role with. So as your estrogen drops, the body tends to store more fat, particularly around the abdomen, and the overall metabolism will slow down. That makes it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. Number two, we have loss of muscle mass. So have you ever tried to go on a healthy diet and your husband loses faster and loses weight faster and more of it? And it's just really frustrating. Well, that's a really important thing. It's called lean muscle mass, right? So as far as your belly fat and why you keep gaining it and it's harder to lose is that we have loss of lean muscle mass. So starting in your late 30s, we begin to lose muscle mass, and it's a process that can accelerate during perimenopause and menopause. Since tissue burns more calories than fat tissue, this loss slows down metabolism, meaning the body burns fewer calories at rest. And as a result, you may find that you're gaining weight even if you haven't changed your eating or exercise habits. Number three is age-related metabolism slowing down, right? So as we age, the body's natural metabolic rate will slow down. And this decline means fewer calories are burned throughout the day, even when at rest. So by the time perimenopause, menopause hits, the cumulative effect of a slower metabolism, muscle loss, and the hormonal changes can make weight gain seem inevitable. Next is what we describe as insulin resistance. I have a ton of videos on insulin resistance, but many women also experience an increase in what we call insulin resistance during menopause. So this means the body becomes less effective at using insulin, which is utilized to process blood sugar, leading to higher blood sugar levels and more fat storage because insulin also tells the body to store fat. Now, this is especially true if the diet is high in refined carbohydrates. So these are ultra processed foods. I'm not talking about whole foods. I'm not talking about fruits. I'm not talking about vegetables, whole grains, beans, legumes, nothing like that. This is like your bagels, your donuts, your cakes, those things. And sugars, okay, also, which can exacerbate the insulin resistance. And number five is lifestyle and stress. So it's important not to overlook the impact of stress, sleep disturbances, and changes in lifestyle that often accompany perimenopause and menopause. Many women experience increased stress levels during the time due to a whole host of things like family responsibilities, work, health concerns. Stress triggers the release of cortisol, and it's a hormone linked to increased fat stores, particularly around the abdominal area, which sets you up again, increase inflammation, increase insulin resistance. And that's what we call that visceral fat. And so additionally, sleep disturbances, which are common during menopause, can disrupt metabolism, your hunger regulating hormones, and lead to cravings of these high calorie foods. So what are the strategies to really focus in and manage your metabolism and weight gain during menopause? So Again, while you have those physiologic changes that come with menopause, this is not out of your those are out of your control as far as like the hormones and age and whatever. You can adopt certain lifestyle strategies to boost your metabolism, maintain a healthy weight, and really overall improve your well-being. You might even reverse some chronic disease along the way, like type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, fatty liver, high cholesterol, hypertension, insulin resistance. So number one is prioritize strength training, right? So since muscle mass naturally declines during menopause, incorporating strength training into your exercise routine is the most effective way to counteract this loss, right? So strength training builds lean muscle. It's an organ. It responds to the stress of moving heavy things. Really, this helps again boost your metabolism, making your body more efficient at burning calories. So you want to aim for minimally, I'd say minimally two, but preferably 3 to 4 strength training sessions per week, focusing on major muscle groups like squats, lunges, push ups. You could even do calisthenics, you could do all sorts of stuff, but you want to do push and pull with the upper body and the lower body. Again, you might want to either speak to a physical therapist or a personal trainer to help you get started. Number two is engage in regular cardio exercise, right? So cardiovascular exercise is key to burning calories and maintaining heart health, which really becomes increasingly important during and after menopause. Now, while strength training builds your muscle, cardio exercises like walking, swimming, cycling, jogging, they can help and maintain a healthy weight as well. So exercise won't help you lose weight, but what it does is it helps you maintain the weight loss that you have already done. So you want to aim for about 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardio. Think about brisk walking where you're walking so fast that it's a little bit hard to finish a sentence without taking a breath. Or 75 minutes of vigorous, intense cardio, like running, cycling, HIIT training, things like that. And that's per week. So then, again, if you have been following me for any amount of time, you know the next thing I'm going to tell you is eat a whole food plant-based diet. But you really want to emphasize the higher protein foods. One, these help with cravings. They will help support that muscle that you're building with the strength training, and it also helps with satiety. So these things are going to be, if you like soy products, I'm a biggest fan of that. They're high in healthy protein. Their curb, again, helps with the cravings and different things. They're also good for bone health, decreased risk for certain breast cancers. And in addition to that, they help lower cholesterol. It's fantastic. But if you can't do soy or not want to do soy, there's other beans, legumes, tofu, well, that is soy, and other things. So again, focusing in on those protein pieces will be important. And then, include small amounts, probably a quarter cup serving of nuts and seeds, avocados, things like that. Of course, all the other plants have tons of fiber, which incorporates a good, healthy gut microbiome, which is so, so important. And they take a little bit longer to process, so you don't get these spikes in your hunger and cravings. You want to avoid, if possible, all refined carbohydrates, like we talked about, the bagels, the white bread, the white grain or the white pasta, the white rice, things like that. And hydration. You do not want to underestimate the importance of drinking enough water, because not drinking enough can actually slow down your metabolism, increase cravings for sugar or salty foods. And so another thing is, you're finding yourself craving something, drink a glass of water, and you may find that you actually feel better and not so hungry. Number four is really manage stress, right? So practicing mindfulness, doing some type of meditation is so important and crucial for weight control and overall well-being during menopause. I love doing just mindfulness walking every morning, being in nature. It's just a breath of fresh air to get you started on your day. Number five is prioritizing sleep. Good quality sleep is absolutely crucial. And, you want to create a regular bedtime routine, get up earlier in the morning, try to get up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Get out in light the first 2 hours of the sun coming up. That's ideal because it sends a message to the brain that in about 16 hours, you'll be ready to go to sleep. So anyway, there's lots of things you can do. Cool your room, those things. It's called sleep hygiene. I'm sure there's tons of articles out there. I've done, I think, some videos on sleep, not as much as others, but certainly prioritizing sleep. We spend a third of our lives asleep is probably important. Number six, consider hormonal support. Now, some women are not going to be candidates for what we describe as menopausal hormone therapy. But when you look at the more recent data, many women, based on their age, when did they enter into menopause, the quality of life situation, again, this is a discussion you should be having with someone who understands menopause. I'm actually working with doing the menopause certification. I actually will be finished with that by the end of this month. So that's super exciting. And really diving deeper into the research, it's phenomenal how much actually this can be quite helpful. And I myself actually embraced um, MHT because I had such a quality of life turn. It halted me from. I had run a half marathon in Boston, and within a week, I thought someone had literally um, giving me an old lady body. I was like, what the heck just happened here? I was in the best shape of my life. I would got a PR. I was like, what is going on? Yeah. And so cholesterol changes is wild. And I'm doing all the things I'm telling you to do. But still sometimes you need a little bit more help. So don't be afraid to ask for help. And last, I'd say listen to your body. So, so important. But sometimes you may be going, well, what does my body saying? Well, how do I know to listen? Well, this is where my free masterclass on master your menopause and feel fabulous is so, so helpful. It's completely free. You can get the link below. And we go over the 3 top mistakes women make during menopause, and it's keeping them from feeling fabulous. And then the blueprint that I have to work with patients, you can utilize it in your own life to actually feel fabulous as well. So I would say, this is something, it's something I would encourage you to do. It's free, and I would feel tickled to have you there. So, all right, I hope you found that helpful. And again, I'm always sending gratitude, joy, love, and healing your way, because we all need more of that in our lives and in this world. And I hope you have a blessed day, everyone. And thank you for listening. Bye.